Hi there. Thanks for clicking on this video. This is a flip through of a journal that I have that I'm putting in my Etsy shop. I actually have 3 of them, and I actually did a video of all 3 together. I thought that would be easier, but oh my goodness, it turned out to be well over an hour. Nobody has time for that. So what I decided to do was just do flip throughs of each one individually and then post them like that. So I'm just gonna jump right into it here. Again, it's a Shabby Grungy. I'm not sure of my style. I don't know how to always list my stuff because I kind of just do me. I do whatever I feel looks good to me and that I like doing, and it turns out the way it turns out. But anyway, let's enough rambling, Anna. Let's just get into it here. This one here, they're all soft covers, but this one's a soft cover, and what I did was I just had some canvas, so I coffee dyed it and distressed it, and then I took some corrugated cardboard and I used texture paste, and then I sprayed it with coffee and inks and just kind of grungied it all up. And then, as you can see, it has 3 signatures. I used some coffee dyed old flower material fabric, a vintage button, and then I grungied up these flowers and used some beads to sew them onto the cover. So it's all of my journals are very well made. I spend a lot of time making sure that, they're sewn together and glued together so that they're not going to come apart and, not be useful after a little bit of use. With the tassel here, I just put the hook, out of frame here, and I just added some dangly stuff that I love. It just makes it look, I don't know, naturey. And this can actually be taken off if you want to put your own tassel on, or if you want to do your own thing, use this stuff for whatever. That's up to you, up to the person that buys it. Okay. Oh, the flower here, I just attached. I love that she was hiding behind the flower here, and I just attached it with a rusted safety pin, but that can also be taken off as well if you don't like that. Like I always tell people, do your own thing. If you don't like something about a journal, especially junk journals and, these handmade journals, you can change it up and do it, make it your own for sure. So as you can see, she's another big chunky monkey. I always make the chunky ones, but I love them. And this is the top view with the butterfly hanging out the top. With the signatures, I just added some beads and vintage buttons to make them dangly. Okay, let's get into the flip through here. Okay, on the inside cover, front and back, I just created these windows, and I placed these fairies in behind to kind of look at them through the window, and then I just added some cheesecloth for texture. I used the distressed inks, stenciled the distressed inks, hand stitching around it. Combination of digitals and, oh goodness, the papers I put in here. I did so much to the papers. I think anyone that makes journals understands that it's not even so much the composition, it's sometimes just the preparation of putting everything together, getting the papers the way you like them, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, a ramble, Anna. Okay, so I love this saying, and I wanted to incorporate it into one of these journals, and it says, "There's a latent fairy in all women, but look how carefully we have to secret her in order to be taken seriously. And fairies come in all shapes, colors, sizes, and types. They don't have to be fluffy. They can be demanding and furious if they like. They do, however, have to wear a tiara. That much is compulsory." And then I fussy cut this little fairy out, and she's wearing a little tiara. And she's in the, I collaged behind here with, what are they called? Skeleton leaves. And I have a whole bunch of this, I don't even know what kind of tape it is, whatever. And so I just stenciled and stamped it, and then used it to keep the pages, because this is a vintage book page, and it wasn't staying together, so I made sure that it's not going to come out. and I put just one of these flips. I love these fairies were clearly they were the inspiration for all of these journals, and I love the images so much, so I tried to incorporate as many of them into each one of them as I could, and I just love them. So this is just a little flip out with some journaling space. And then, as with all my journals, I like to I do a lot of embellishing, a lot of extra little stuff, but I also like my journals to be writing journals. So I leave a lot of blank pages so that, you know, the new owner can always put in their own stuff. So this is just another collage. And in this, again, in this, but all journals, I love sewing on paper, so I do a lot of stitching, and I used a lot of, again, I have another closet full of shopping bags, so I love to use the brown paper anytime I can. And then just journaling cards, simple. Some of the journaling cards are just really simple because I put so much work into the rest of it that I love the thought that I could just print out the digitals and use them. And this is just one of my, I love using these photo corners because I have hundreds and hundreds of those as well. So I try to incorporate some in all my journals, and I love that you can, you know, have this little secret journaling spot. And you can also take your own photos and cut them down to size and incorporate them in, or take this out and put your own photo in. And this is just another collage. This page here is a, I just printed this on vellum, and so you can write behind it, or you can also probably try and tuck something in there. This page here, I love her just peeking. And I'm going to go through these quickly because, again, even the individual videos, I don't like to make them all long and drawn out. So this is just some vellum that I've coffee dyed and I've stenciled on it. It's a little bit of mop-up. It just turned out to be really nice paper to add for texture. Digital. And this digital in the middle of the first signature. I just made it so that you can tuck stuff in on either side. Little fussy cut her out. It says the world is full of beauty. Bit of stenciling. All these. Oh goodness, I love the way I just kind of played around with coffee and different colored inks and used some stencils and let it all dry like that. And I love these papers all turned out so different. So it was really interesting play that day. And as you can see, these pages are very messy, and I ripped them. I just love that really imperfect look. And lots of blank pages. This is texture paste, and I love the way it feels, and it turned out the colors, I can't remember how I mixed this, but the color came out completely different from what I originally had hoped for. But I love that the flowers match this digital. These are just fairy wings. Magic is everywhere, and I just put them so that you can do a little secret note here and there. And then I just used an old envelope and coffee dyed and stenciled, dried with stencils, with the collage, and just a German card. And then in between the first signature, I put this little fairy, and she's peeking out there. I don't know if you can see the light. Sorry about my lighting. I don't have the fancy camera set up and ring lights and all that. I'm just using my phone with natural lighting, and it's not very bright out today, so I apologize for that, but I hope you can still get the idea. This here is just a hidden paper clip with a dangly and a dangly. Just a journaling card that I sewed around with some cheesecloth. More blank space. Digital. This is more texture paste. They're sewed card with cheesecloth. This page here, I just use my awl, poke some holes, just again because it just feels interesting. You can still write around it. This page here, I fussy cut her out, collaged some Tim Holtz collage paper on there, coffee dyed it, sprayed it, all that kind of stuff. Another little flip out, just breathe. And this is more of that tape, and I just stamped it, and it makes really, it'll last for a long time. Like it's a really solid hinge for the pages. This is just some cheesecloth that I stitched on for texture. This is a 19, I love this paper, it's 1920 something. Vintage dictionary, and so I just put some texture paste on it, and this is middle of the second signature, and again, it's got the tough spots, and I just printed on vellum. And this is just a little flip out. More texture, collaged butterfly. This is another, just a tough spot. It's just an old book page. Spray stenciled, and I added this fairy image in behind. And this is just a, I sprayed it and then embossed, stamped and embossed. A little pocket with a little journaling card. And this is a hidden paper clip. I'm not going to take it off, but you can move this, you can move it around. You don't have to leave it on this page. You can tuck little notes and stuff in up there. Digital. I have loads and loads of this computer paper, old vintage computer paper, and these things fall off, and so I just love the holes and kind of want to use everything, and I think they make interesting page borders. And this is another tab, and I just used a rusted safety pin, and then I just put this dangle. And this is a little window looking at this. This is a flip out. It's not really, you can't write on it because I sewed it right onto material, but I just thought it was a nice little hidden spot you can flip up. Just another flip up, and then I put coffee dyed paper on this just so it was nicer to write on. And then the third signature is just a collage. I sewed it right onto the page, the butterfly. Yeah, this, another collage, and then this was, oh goodness, gesso, and then I just put some paint and used some of the oil pastel crayons I have with a collage. What a collage. Why do I keep calling these collages? They're clusters, and clusters. More Tim Holtz. Just another card, and this is just coffee dyed or ink dyed or something. I don't know. Another cluster. Like I said, I love these images so much, and I just tried to kind of incorporate as many as I could in this from this kit into these books because they're just so beautiful. I love them. This here spread was I just did a silhouette. I took her and did a silhouette, and then it says, "Do you remember? Looking back, spirit always prevailed," or spirit prevailed. So she's kind of looking back on her spirit, her past self. Another cluster. And this is just Amazon envelopes. You know, we all have a million of those, so I just take them apart and take off the glue, and it's just an interesting texture to it and look, and just more of that sop up, wipe up paper. Like a lot of these times they're just my background pages, and I like the way they look. Digital. Another one of the photo pages, and this one here I just made a ghost pocket, and then you can take these out and right on the back of them. Of course, you can tuck more stuff in there. Middle of the last signature. And you can flip those up, you can leave them down, you can cut them off and tie them. Another ghost pocket that I didn't put anything in. I was getting too fat. And this is just a flip out. And this is a flip up. You can write up on top of here, hide stuff behind, some secret writing spots. Another one of those hidden paper clips. I'm going to put a little, oh no, I did put a dangle on. Just a little, it was an old broken earring that I just put on there. Maybe you can tuck your notes and stuff in there. And another flip out. Oh, this is a belly band, and I just made this little journaling card. I backed it with more shopping bag, brown paper, with a collage. Not a collage. Oh, never mind. You know what I mean. You can see what it is. I just fussy cut out one of these and stuck it on. I love putting these in the middle of the pages. It just looks so, it's so cute. The thing with these is because this paper is a different weight, and then when I cut them out, and I used, what did I use? Matte medium, I believe. So because of the different weights of the paper, this is a little heavier. So it's actually kind of good because you press it and it'll keep the page open while you're writing, but it's a little stiff. And this is just my happy place, and these two little fairies playing in the flowers. Another journaling card. And this is printed on vellum. And you can tuck stuff in behind there. And this card is just stencils and coffee and inks. And another cluster, and I just put the little hand stitching on there. And this one here, I love this lace kind of hanging down. She's hiding under the flowers. And then you take the bowl clip off. And there's more journaling space. And then I just did this little flip out that you can write on. And that's that for this one. Oh, I guess it needs to go this way. Okay, so, oh yeah, and then again, like I said, the back. And then just some messy hand stitching, and added the cheesecloth for the texture. Yeah, so that is this journal, the flower. I think I called her Flower Fairy. I didn't name them, and I didn't put nameplates and all that kind of stuff on, because sometimes, I don't know, I just prefer to leave it to whoever actually gets the journal to name it and call it and put whatever they want on it. Oh yeah, I also put the 3 little flowers on there with the beads sewn on. So yeah, I hope you like that. I hope you got some ideas from it. And if you're interested in purchasing it, it's in my Etsy shop. These ones, I again, you know, sometimes you make journals and you make them, you know, just to sell, right? And other times, and I think everyone gets this, everyone that makes journals, sometimes you really are okay. You are completely okay if things don't sell. So with these three girls, I'm okay. So I want them to go to homes that'll really love them. But anyway, ramble. Okay, I'm going to get on to the next video. Thank you for watching this, and I'll eventually link below the other 2 videos to watch if you would like. Thank you. Bye for now.